pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think everybody who was involved did a pretty good job.
Yeah. And do you think it's going to help with the message for the fortnight?
I should hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a load of people are going to see this, like, so I hope it helps. Why did we do the sign?
Yeah.
Just so we could get a bit of a message across, like. We can't just do, well, what speaks better, a massive sign in the middle of nowhere or like just word of mouth.
Yeah.
So we figured we may as well stick one there, like.
What that was the launch of the Feel Good Fortnight. So we would like to thank them for helping us in BCCS. We're from BCCS for launching the Feel Good Fortnight. If you look around the town, look all around Denishone, you'll see posters, you'll see leaflets. You can go on Facebook and look at Feel Good Fortnight on Facebook. You can look at www.feelgoodfortnight.com. We have 2 weeks of sunshine in Buncrana, and the shops and the businesses and the groups are supporting it. It doesn't take a lot to make us all feel a little bit better, and we're all about feeling better and about positive mental health and about well-being. So everything that we're doing over the next fortnight with the help of all of the groups is about a feel-good factor. So everybody in the community just pull together and enjoy the next 2 weeks. And we'd like to thank the Buncrana Music Festival for helping us, and for Donegal Youth Service for the Young Persons Day that's going to be down in Swans Park, the party in the park. So enjoy the next few days of the music festival and enjoy the next 2 weeks of the Feel Good Fortnight. Thank you, and thanks again to Elizabeth and everybody in Studio 47. And don't forget to come down next Saturday when we're having our Take It to the Streets project here in the town. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Charlie Gallagher. I run a company called Organise, and what we're doing here today is giving people a wee taste of some of the traditional martial arts that Irish people would have been engaging in up until around 350 years ago. The use of the sword, spear, shield, axe and the bow and arrow. Typical kind of weaponry used by soldiers from this area and from Scotland known as gallow class or gallowclay or mercenary soldiers. The idea behind what we do is to give people a little feel for what their ancestors would have gone through, not necessarily to glorify combat, as that's not really a good thing. We should all learn from those mistakes, but to turn something that would have originally been made for the destruction of your fellow man into something that can be used as a learning tool and a bit of fun and a bit of education as well for people. So that's basically the ethos behind the combat that we do, and the ethos behind the production of the weapons. An art form carried from the past into the present day by yourselves. Okay. Give you a rundown of different types of medieval combat. A wee bit about what we did earlier on. This time we'll get everybody behind me fighting at the end of it here. The idea is is not to do the conventional battle reenactment type of thing where there's an awful lot of pomp and ceremony beforehand and insults are shouted in Shakespearean English across at each other. We're going to show you what a fight looks like. Alright? We're going to show you what these weapons do here in a normal combat situation.
Well, as you know, we teach the cycling, and we heard about the Good Fortnight, and we thought it would be nice to try and put something together for it. So with the local Sinn Féin Common here in Buncrana, they thought it was a brilliant idea, and that's mainly how it's possible, because they're helping with it. We also, the Buncrana Chamber gave us a little bit of funding, and we're hoping to have some games in the car park opposite the swimming pool when we come back, and the local Garda are also helping us today. So it's a fantastic activity, and there's so many people cycling now, and it's so, well, ticks all the boxes, as you know. Environmentally friendly, healthy, and all the other ones.
What we saw, what we found. We didn't pick it up, right? We needed to find the different types of litter we saw.
A piece of paper and...
Was it paper, like paper bag paper, or not plastic, like sweet wrapper? Okay, right, paper.
Children, little bit environment we're working in. We're incorporating games into it, so it's fun. And I hope they go home today with an appreciation of the environment.
Object of the afternoon really is to, I suppose, talk about effective ways that we can live with depression or being down or whatever. I'm sure everybody knows somebody on these lists, if not everybody. You must all have a fair idea who they are. What do they have in common? Anybody guess what they have in common? Depression. Every single one of those people has suffered from or still is suffering from depression. And to be perfectly honest with you, I was a little bit surprised, because I never felt ashamed that I had depression. I never felt, oh my God, this isn't something I should talk about. It's life, and so many people have it. But people were genuinely like, oh my God, you've spoken about that. Still do, still say, you know, even on Sean Doherty shows on Highland Radio, and Sean said, I think you're very brave. And I said, well, you know, all I'm doing is talking about it, and if it helps somebody, that's fantastic. That's the way I feel about my depression. It's something that I have to try and deal with every day, whether it's through medication or it's through reading books, talking to people, psychologists. I will do whatever it takes to get me through the times. And I'm not up here telling you I had depression and I have it all sorted, and I'm going to tell you exactly now what it is I've done, and I'm the happiest person in my life every day, and I never have any problems. Absolutely not. I suffer from it. I've taken medication for 13 years, and I will take medication for the rest of my life, and I know I will. So talk about it. I know it's very hard, and I know people, it's you know, it's early days of talking about it. You know, we're all, as society, used to people being physically sick, but we're not used to people saying that they have an illness of their mind or an illness of their thinking. And why shouldn't you? You know, your brain is an organ, and if it doesn't work, like your lung or your heart or whatever, why should we, you know, try to hide that? It's you know, crazy really. It's crazy to try and hide it, because it's a fact and it can happen to any of us. But you know, I don't have any of those worries, but you know what? I still get depressed. I still get depressed. So it's not just about I haven't got a job. I haven't got a nice house. I haven't got money. I haven't got... If I had them, I'd be happy. God, if I could just get that kitchen done up now, I'd be happy. I'm still saying that. I'm still saying, there's still things I'm saying, if I could only... I'd be happy. But I know that I have to say to myself, no, you won't. Happiness is in here. It's not externally. It really, really is in here. That's the only place you're going to find it.
It's a graffiti art class, and it's going to run for like 2 or 3 weeks to do some murals. At this stage, we're basically just at the kind of sketching stage, getting used to the letters, like messing about with different designs, then adding colour to them. It's very rough at the moment. Just getting ideas. It's a really good one for generating different ideas in the pages, and then we'll add colour, and you can see developments from where it goes to where it ends up. Graffiti is vandalism, graffiti is illegal, but there's different types of graffiti.
I found this guardian angel crystal, guardian angel of happy homes. So I've made this for me, Maiden and Dean, and I'm going to write across here and down the side, home, our haven. Just a nice wee thing for the three of us.
a space for people where they can come and make their own artworks. You can make poetry or you can make art, music. We have all different mediums available. You can mix and match all ages, so from 2 to 20 to 40 to 60. Right now I'm just creating a mishmash of words that people can stick together to make their own poetry.
Somewhere called rock We're selling buns for Shoot for 7 for competition. People go to Dublin for
Outside in the distance. match? Well, we'll try and get the longest one now in Ireland. We'll start from the middle of the town, go down right down to the bottom. The milestone of 300, so we're pretty proud of that day there. And say we'll get around about 500 or so.
had a meeting in the pub and I wanted to do trees and Mark wanted to do wee characters, Mark Cullen. So and that's what I came up with.